Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oluwajoba. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through the process of how I made this sumptuous, yummy looking meal. It is called the Ofada sauce, and I paired it up with the Ofada rice and some plantain. It is a local meal in Nigeria and I absolutely love it. It is mostly served in our parties, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright guys, so to start off this cooking process, I'm going to be washing my chicken. This is just regular chicken laps that I got from the market, nothing special. I just want to ensure that no drop of water is left after washing them, which is why I put them in the colander. Once that's done, I just go on to spice them up, and for spices I'm going to be using my multi-purpose seasoning. I'm going to be using my paprika powder. I'm going to be using my dry pepper, just because I love when my chicken is spicy. And then I go in with a bit of salt to taste. Once that's done, I want to thoroughly mix the spices and the chicken together, such that every part of the chicken is properly coated with the spice. And then I place them on the oven tray and then put them straight in the oven. For the sauce itself, I use my green paprika, so I just prepared them to be cleaned. I cut them, open them up, clean out the seeds, remove the seeds, wash them. I cut them into smaller chunks and put them in the blender. So I use my food processor because I don't like it to be too smooth. And then I go in with 2 habanero pepper. You can add as much pepper as you want. I also add in some onions to the mix, and then go in with a little bit of water just before I blend. Once that's all done, you want to blend your mix and ensure that you have the consistency that you want. Once I have the consistency that I want, I take the mix and I just put them in the pot. This is what it looks like. You can see how chunky it is. This is how I like it. And then once I'm done blending all the paprika, I put them in a pot. As you can see, it's light green. You want to boil it till it's a bit dark. And by the side, I'm boiling some eggs, just because you can't make an Ofada sauce without some eggs. So going right into bleaching the palm oil. Palm oil is what is used to make the Ofada sauce, so you want to bleach it out. And to do that, you need to cover the pot till it is done. As I'm showing you, the pot that the cover that I want to use has a hole in it, which is not good. It means that your kitchen will be all smoky at the end. So I decided to go in with this big cover, but then I realized that the steam will still come out from beneath it. So I went in back with the original cover, but this time I used some toothpick sticks to close up that hole that is in the cover, and just to ensure that the steam remains in the pot. After a while that it has steamed, you can see that the cover is a bit clearer, and my kitchen was not smoky at all. Hi guys, I just thought to come on here and mention really quickly that once you finish bleaching your palm oil, please ensure that you just set it aside. Do not open the lid. I repeat, do not open the lid. Just leave it as it is until it cools down. Once it cools down, then you can open it up and continue with the cooking process. This is very essential because it is quite dangerous. If you open the lid immediately, you might choke and your kitchen might be filled with a lot of smoke and you start coughing and all that. This is from experience. So once you finish bleaching, please set aside the pot, leave it closed until it cools down. Alright, so let's continue cooking. So once that's done, this is what the bleached palm oil looks like. You want to take it, I put it in another pot, and then I just add some onions. This is some locust beans. This gives it the traditional taste and the smell. You just want to saute this mix till for like another maybe 2 minutes. Once that's done, you want to add in your mixed blend and mix it, add some more, mix it as much as you want or as much as you plan on making. I just kept adding my mix until I was satisfied with what I had. And then once that's done, you want to add some crayfish. I added like 1.5 spoons, and then the chicken which we put in the oven earlier is now ready, but it's not fully cooked, so I like to add it into my Ofada sauce at the beginning, just so that everything cooks properly and the sauce and everything goes into the chicken as well, and then the chicken is properly and fully cooked at the end of the day. I also go in with a bit of stock. This is chicken stock that I had in the freezer. I just added that as well, just to give it, some extra taste. And once that's done, you also want to add in some spices like chicken cubes here, and then I go in with a bit of salt to taste. And I'm going in with another spoon of crayfish, and then once that's done, I want to mix everything together and allow the mix to cook. So initially, this is what you have everything all mixed together, but once you leave it for a while and it cooks for like maybe another 10-15 minutes, you see that the oil will begin to come up onto the surface. That is how you know that you are on the verge of it getting done. So this is what I mean. You can see that the oil is now on the surface. The more you leave it, the more the oil comes on the surface. So this is how you know that your Ofada sauce is almost there, or is there, depending on when. You can see the oil is more on the surface here as well. So I'm just mixing everything to ensure that every part of the sauce is properly cooked. As you can see, the oil is now a lot on the surface. I just went ahead to add my eggs and just mix it together, and I just left it for a little bit of time, I think about 1 minute, just for everything to cook properly. And this is what we have. The sauce is ready. It is so yummy and so amazing, guys. So just because we cannot lick the soup alone or the sauce alone, I decided to pair it up with the traditional Ofada rice. And this rice, you have to pick it, you have to clean it out. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm just cleaning it out, and once I'm done cleaning, I take it over to the sink. I ensure that the water in the pot is hot. As you can see from the tap, it's steaming hot, and I just pour the rice on it to be able to just to parboil it. And this is what we have. This is how I cook my Ofada rice. Can you see the water? So you can see the color of the water. It's brown, it's a bit dirty. So you want to take it off the gas, take it to the sink, pour out the water, rinse it thoroughly with cold water, and I just keep rinsing it and keep rinsing it until the water is clear. At this point, the rice is not fully done, it's just parboiled. So I just keep rinsing it and keep rinsing it till I'm satisfied with what I have. And once I am satisfied, I put the rice in a colander just to drain out the water, and then I put it back in the pot and take it back on fire. I add some salt, I add some oil, I put in some water, and then I just allow the rice to cook. You don't want to add too much water at this point because the rice is almost cooked. So you want to add just the right amount of water. You cover your pot up and just leave it for another maybe 10 minutes for it to properly cook. And then now that it is cooked, you can see that my rice is grainy. It is not sticky at all. This is how you want your rice to look like. So now that it is done, I still have a bit of water in it, and then I cook it on low steam just for the water to dry up. And then on the side, I'm making some plantain, just because you have to make a complete meal. So I'm just frying out this plantain and just ensure that we have a sumptuous meal. Now the plantain is almost done. One side is golden brown. I've turned it to the other side, and this is what you want to achieve. You want both sides to be golden brown. Once that's done, I take them off the pan and put them on a kitchen towel, just so that will drain out the excess oil that might be on the plantain. And once that's done, our lunch is almost ready. And here I'm just serving myself, some sumptuous meal that's a laborer is due his reward. I have worked and I deserve some amazing lunch this afternoon. So this is what I'm having, and yeah, so this is the final meal, all served and ready to be devoured. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something. If you are going to be trying this out, let me know in the comment section below, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much, guys, for always hanging out with me. Please dig in, have some lunch with me, enjoy it. Thank you so much once again. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Jesus loves you. Bye.